Hi everyone. Today I wanted to do a quick mini lesson with you to go over some problem solving expectations that we have when our first graders are doing word problems. I wanted to do this because in the Module 4 math workbook that we're going to be spending a couple weeks on, there are a lot of review word problems. So this is just for parents and kids to remember what we expect when you're solving these problems. So I actually took a word problem right from our workbook. It's actually the first word problem, just to show you the steps that we should focus on when we do this. So our story says, Joy is holding 10 marbles in one hand and 10 marbles in the other hand. How many marbles does she have in all? So I've written some steps here for you to remember what to do. So once we've read the problem, the first thing we want to focus on are keywords. So you want to underline or circle any keywords and numbers in the story. So the first thing we want to do is look for numbers, and the kids always know to go through and just circle any numbers that they see. The next thing is the question. We usually focus on the question. How many marbles does she have in all? So we might circle marbles and the words in all. Those are keywords for what our operation is going to be. So step 2, we're going to draw a neat math picture. And I say math picture because we often talk to the kids about, if it says flowers, we don't have to draw flowers. Or if it says birds, we don't have to draw birds. We just use dots or circles for our math picture. So we're going to take a look at this word problem. And it says that Joy is holding 10 marbles in one hand and 10 in the other. So I'm going to draw a math picture of 10 in nice, neat 5-group rows. And this represents one hand. Notice I lined up my dots. I tried to make it easy so it's easy to go back and count when I'm checking my work. And that's my other hand. Then it says, write a number sentence. So now I have to look at my question. How many marbles does she have in all? And those keywords in all mean we're going to add. So I'm going to take my 2 parts and I'm going to add them and come up with my answer. So if I look on this side, I had 10 plus my other part, which was 10, equals the whole. So 10 plus 10, I can count by tens. 10, 20. So I've found that the answer is 20. So I've drawn a nice, neat math picture. I've drawn my number sentence. So now step 4 is to make a number bond to match my number sentence. So my number bond, the top of my number bond is always the whole. And then I have the 2 parts. The parts are what we added together to get the whole. So the whole is 20. And my 2 parts this time are 10 and 10. So finally today it says write a statement. And I put in parentheses here words. So our number sentence is numbers. Our statement is answering the question that they have asked. So how many marbles does she have in all? We're going to start with the person. The person is Joy. So Joy has, we figured out 20. And then we're going to use the object. So that's why we circled marbles, and we encourage kids to copy these words because they're right there for them. So we're going to copy the word marbles. In all, or They could say all together. Okay? So you're just answering the question with your statement. So Joy has 20 marbles in all. So if you remember these 5 steps when you're solving word problems, you'll have everything that you need to include when solving them. So remember, underline the keywords or numbers in the story, draw a nice neat math picture, write a number sentence and solve it, write a number bond to match, and then your statement to answer the question. If you have any further questions, please reach out to your first grade teacher as always. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.